Hello, 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 everyone. I'm running a little late behind, but I'm here. How y'all doing today? Let me see. Let me get this up. Uh, oh, yes. Today, I have my crumb box here, y'all, and I want to save a lot of this crumb instead of just throwing it out or maybe passing it on because crumbs make some beautiful projects. And if you can see back here this way, this quilt with the small, I did that quilt out of crumbs. It took me 2 years, but I did it. And I have already started some a little bit. I'm making stuff fall. Where I have this piece here I'm working on. And I have a few little like pieces I done made and put in this box because I started a couple days ago. And I had to have something to put these in, y'all. So I saved some of my favorite water boxes. Yeah, I'm going to put it down here. I saved some of my favorite water boxes, and I just sewed some smaller pieces together. It don't matter how big it is or how small it is. It can be small. If you can get a 1/4 inch seam on them, you got yourself some crumbs. I'm pulling these out because I do alternate between sizes and I recut. Look at that. I even have a salvage edge in that one. See that? That's black and white. The fabric is black, but the edge is white, the salvage. And yeah, I love doing this. Sometime when I'm worried and stressed out about stuff, it helps me with that as well. It's a nice stress breaker, I tell you. It works wonders for me. Okay. These are some pieces I already worked on a little here. And I'm doing them like this because eventually I'll show y'all. I'm going to show y'all what I'm doing. So these some pieces. I'm going to lay these on in the box since they bigger than what they was. I finger press my seams on these, and then I once I finger press them, I go ahead and when I get it big enough for something, I just put it in this box. Okay, these are a lot of little pieces I have over here, so I just sit all of them together. I use the big pieces, the small pieces, and excuse me a minute, y'all. Now I get a notification on my phone that I'm live. Okay, it gonna have to wait. Now, I have these little wooden spools here. They are about 3 inches. Yeah, they are 3 inches and maybe a few centimeters. They are wooden, and I ordered them from Temu. And you get 8 in the pack. And I'm going to use these and cut my little crumb sections about maybe 2.5, 2.5 inches and make a long chain of them. And I'm going to roll them on these spools and put them up. I have tissues, spools that the little brown thing you get out the tissue, you can pull them out. I have a few of those. They're about 4 inches, and I can put 4 inches strips on those. But I want all my strips to be at least 7 feet long. And when it's 7 feet long, that means if I decided to make a scrappy quilt out of it, it's already the length of a bed that will cover at least a 6 foot person. Okay, I put it that way. And they sitting over here. This is the little baggage when they come in from Temu, what they look like. You get 8 in the bag all together. And if you decide to order some from Temu, just pay attention to the measurements on them. And I also have, let me show you. I also have this like wooden dowel here. I have here. It's long. And I made this myself and I painted it white. So what I'm going to do with these, when I get so many made, and if I have to keep moving them over and stacking them up, I can do it in panels. Like do, how wide is this? This is what, 20. This is about 35 inches long, y'all. I can do it in panels, and I can wrap my panels, put a piece of tape, packing tape from up there down on the fabric, and just wrap the whole thing around. I have 2 of these that I made. And once I get it full, I can continue to add to it. Hello. Let me see, can I get this up? I'm sorry, I can't. I'm struggling to see that far. Give me a minute, y'all. When I'm in a hurry, I start messing up, and I don't want to mess up. I want to pull up exactly what I need to pull up. Let me see, is it in the notification? No, it's not. The last time I found this, I had to go to your. All right. I'm kind of struggling here, y'all. Let me see what I have to do. I had to hit subscriptions and go to live. Okay. Well, at least they showing some of everybody but me. They making it difficult and difficult. Okay, let's see. That ain't working out for me, so I ain't gonna spend a whole lot of time trying to figure it out. I just want to say welcome, and good morning. Let me see. Kim Burgess, she said, "Hi, Miss Ellen. Hello." Y'all, let me bring it a little closer. I just have to set it back. She said, "I'm making what? Dresden. Okay, Dresden. I have 4 on for a small quilt, still having 3 to do for a table runner. That's awesome. I like that. Welcome. Hello, Nick Nack. How you doing?" She said, "Hi, Miss Ellen." Kim said, "Hi." Okay. I didn't want to miss anybody. My eyesight is a lot off, but that is what I'm working on. I want to share that with y'all. I started with this small piece here, even though it's like wonky, cattywampus, wacky, but this is how Crumbs mostly do. And this about the width I need open, but before I put it on that smaller spool, I will iron it. Right now, I'm just finger pressing, and I take blocks like this. If it's the same side or if it's not, I just, I had 2. This one is blue and blue, I think. Yep, blue and blue. And it's not wide enough that way, so I can add it this way. Kim, you kind of got me thinking I have some dressings I have to do. Um, I got quite a few of them though. I already made up and in my basket, my work on basket, my to do basket. Um, and trying to watch this seam alliance when everything is a little jagged. What helped me to cut this most, if I turn the right side down and have this tail sticking out, I can just run my scissors down just like that and cut it. Once I cut it, I give it a finger press until I'm ready for the hot iron and grab me another piece. See that? And I will be ironing these seams to just to the side since I'm dealing with small pieces. And I want to make sure it's all the way over. There it is. All the way over. Trim my thread as I can go as much as possible. And I set this box on my trash can. Let me see, I'll move it closer where I can get to it. Look from the back side and trim off the excess. And this is so tiny. I don't think I can do anything with that, but knowing me, I know I probably could, but I'm still discard it. I usually take those little pieces like that and I wished I had something to show y'all. I use that too, but not today. This is the yellow with black. And if it's long enough, I put it in here. All you need is a straight edge, a straight side to attach. Continue to attach fabric to. And this is not big enough, so I'm going to put it back over here. And another piece. That ain't going to be this the same. Let me see, I got some pretty blue in it. This one should do it, but then all my red gonna be connecting, which that's okay with me. I'm just trying to be creative with what I have. Sometimes you can just take what you have, whether you're using repurposed clothing or whatever. And I tell y'all because I have done it. If I done it, I share it. I tell y'all about it. I don't have a problem with using upcycle stuff or recycle stuff or used clothing. Made a little red, pretty little thing on there, like a block, a real block. Then I have, let me show y'all this. I'm going to take this and add it to him. Wait a minute. Before I do that, I better get me a good straight edge. That's the main thing. I'm not going to my cutting board to do this. I'm just going to cut it right here and take this piece and put it in my basket. Now I'm going to line them up. Right sides together. I'm turning it every which way, y'all. All I want to do is make it work. Measure it to the size of my presser feet, which that'll give me the 1/4 inch seam I need. And take my time and just go and enjoy this. Okay, now before I open it up, I'm going to make sure I have what I need on that side and just come straight up. Don't be afraid to use your scissors. Voila! And I'm not pressing these seams open. I'm going to let them, when I press them, they're going to go to just one of the sides. And when I use this fabric, it'll be like panels. I'm going to iron it down, and I didn't know I was adding more red next to it. Save that. It can go on something else. I have a lot of this with the blue and orange and a lot. Put some of this green in here. Now, I have my light on my sewing machine on. Let's see. Nope. Wouldn't cover all of it. Find another piece. That one I'm going to add to. I'm going to put it on this side. You just have to look around in your stash till you can find something that will go and will fit. But long as you got straight edge, you can attach to it. Now I'm going to attach this blue piece to it, but I got to use this straight edge and this other piece of fabric this way. I don't like how that look. I want to make sure it's completely covering. Okay. On these, just take your time and do them. When you do them in smaller pieces, that's good. You don't really need a certain exact depth of fabric or something you are to use. There's really no requirement. The reason I say that is, watch this. I look up my strip. Oh, look at here. Some bigger pieces, right? That's fine. Go ahead, take my scissors and cut it. If I want a smaller piece, yep, cut it. Okay, I'm going to throw in some orange. Okay. Y'all know what? Since this side ain't long enough, how about just cutting it? And this is how I do it. Add me some orange in here. I just want to pay attention to my right sides together. That's my main focus. And I have to pay more attention to that because I need to. My vision a little off. All right, y'all see how that's sticking out? I just come on over here, line it up, trim it off, lay it back down, open it up, finger press this thing. There you go. Now, if I want to, I can come back and reattach this again. Reattach this. Lock in my seam at the beginning and lock it in on the end with just a little minor reverse stitch. And press it open. Finger press. I have a wood press. I have other things I can press open with too, but y'all see the difference in between this blue? I add a little orange highlight. Now, I can take this orange here and do the same thing. Split it. Okay, I'm going to lay that to the side over there, and I'm going to come look and see what I have available. Whoa. Okay, here. Like I'm throwing it all away before I can use it. Well, I can take this strip I cut from earlier and add it in here. I just want to make sure my right sides together. My seams don't rip apart. All right. Turn it over. Cut this overhang. And I still have another piece I can add to something. Come in, open it up, finger it out. Look at that. It just keeps getting scrappier and scrappier. I can come back and this time turn it upside down and add the green piece on top. Which it kind of give it that strip effect. It be looking like a strip. I'm gonna have to trim some off on this back seam because show you what I did. My thread got caught. This was a little uneven edge, and I just take my scissors and trim it away. And I'm showing y'all this and telling y'all this the way I can do it. I've been sewing over 50 years. So I kind of know what I'm doing here. And I started off pretty early sewing. I started when I was 8 years old. My mama gave me the needle and thread, and I was so happy. I had my own stuff put up. My sister used to wonder why I was playing under the bed so much. What you doing under that bed? Come out from under that bed. I'm hiding doing my own thing. Like, why you want to know? Why you bothering me? Go get you something to do. And I enjoy it. Take some time to do. It really do. But just storing up your scrap fabric, instead of throwing them away, throwing them out, you can practice doing this, and it'll help you to save your scraps. Now I'm trimming this on because I was on a piece of this is the salvage edge, and it had some little tails on it, and I just trimmed them off. And it gave me a little strip piece like this. And now I'm gonna take this same strip piece and put it on here. As long as I get my sewing width of the seam allowance on here, and when it push back another seam, I lift up my feet, press a foot here, and just continue to move with it. Get it done, flip it over, cut off that overhang, and I still have a little piece. Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me see, can I see? Hello and welcome. Knick-knack, Dora Camarina. Hello, Ellen. Just caught you on. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you. I can't make this other name out. They said recycle is in now. Let me get a little bit closer to this, y'all. I kind of got it sitting back so I can have, y'all can really see where I'm working at. But that is diamond, is that diamond? I'm thinking it's saying diamond. Okay. Recycle is in now. The pieces at Goodwill and vintage thrifts. Oh, nice. You know, you're so right. I'm gonna probably have to get into the vintage stores and check them out myself too. Kim's okay is speaking. Hello, hello. Kim said, I love making crumb blocks and string blocks. A friend sold crumbs to a piece of adding machine. Oh, okay, yes. I seen somebody do that too. Sew it to the adding machine paper and roll it back up. Okay. Hi, Emberly. Welcome in. She said, hi, Miss Ellen. Glad to see you. Someone, you should. Oh, you sound as if you're better. I am. Thank God I am. Thank God I am. I am. I've been having some slightly sinus issues, but I'm taking some severe sinus and cold medicine. So it got cold medicine in it too, but I'm really using it for my sinuses. Yeah. This is one of my little presser for the seams. And if y'all interested in finding a wooden presser like this, y'all have to go to tquilts.com. They on her website, and you order the color. It's many different colors. You order the ones you want. I have this purple one, and I have the sort of clear looking one, and I love them. I had a blue one, but I gave the blue set to my daughter, the one that likes to sew like me. And I'm just pressing them, and you just take it and rub it, and it just lay them on back. I just love doing this. Now, I tell my family all the time, you can take me out the country, you can even take me out the city. But even though you get me out the city, I'm taking my sewing stuff with me. I tell them it gotta go with me. And now I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna add some of this blue. This is a navy blue. I have a little tote here, like a little storage bin container. Computer sitting on top of it. But anyway, see all that blue overhang? That's what I'm trimming. Before I open it up, I'm just trimming it off. Line it up. And for some reason, if this don't be trimmed exactly to the specs that is needed, I'm not going to worry about it right now because I'm not finna use it for anything. I will just wait till I'm ready to use it. Then I go measure out and get me a cut inches, how many ever quarters to go with it, and trim it up and line it up and put it together. Right now, I'm just about a yard. I got, I need to make it at least 3 yards long. And the reason for me doing it at least 3 yards is for if I decide to use it in a king size quilt, then quite naturally, I want it bigger. And this is only just a little taste of the crumbs. Oh, I was going to show y'all something. Let me take a that because I'll forget and then I went on to something else. Okay. I'm going to have to lift y'all up here a minute and set you down. So I'm not going to move that. Hold on. Okay, y'all. Close your eyes. I'm about to sit it down. I don't want y'all to get dizzy on me. Okay. I'm going to set this on my lap. And this is the quilt I was talking about when I first came on. I always print my pictures out of my quilts to before I put it together to make the sandwich so I can design it by hand and see how it's gonna look. And I did use a red ink pen. I don't know if y'all can see that on the bottom where I drew some feathers on there and they in red. And by that being like a 1-inch poster stamp quilt, I don't think I'm going to use that design. I think I'm going to go with another design. But I opened this box here up to show y'all some more of my crumb pieces. I have a few blocks this color. A lot of time I just piece them up, put them in a little block, set them down. And some of them is foundation piece crumbs. See that? Now this one here is a foundation piece crumb. That's the front. and that's the back. I used it. It's like a yellow checky kind of checky color, and put it on. Some of this is foundation piece, and some is not. But I still try to go ahead and use many scraps as I can to just store up my leftovers. See, I can use these now. And this is a scrap. You can do them in little pieces like this piano keys, sort of like, just scrap them up. You might decide you want to put a scrappy piano keys on a quilt as a border, and you already have it made. This is a leftover block from a project I did, and this is a bigger scrap piece. This is, let me show y'all this one. Okay, that one first since it was already in the front. I just do scraps in different kind of designs where it looks almost like a log cabin block, but it's not quite a log cabin. And here's one made from some scraps from a postage stamp quilt I was working on, and then I tried to put a block in it to kind of center it up a little bit, but that's a Christmas cut block. I'm about to get to the one that really popped on my mind that I want to show y'all. Here's some more of that African orange I had from a long time ago. Here's one from scraps I used in the quilt I showed you on the picture there. These some of the scraps from that quilt. And instead of me throwing these little pieces like this away, I just put them inside a block and can reuse them. Now I'm finna show y'all. When I told y'all I could use the little small, fine little piece of scrap, something, well, I can use that. And I think I tossed out a little piece that was so small that I told you, like this, a tiny piece like that. If you really want to know how to quilt with a little tiny piece like this, let me show you right now. This is it. Can y'all see that? It's raw edges. You don't, all of these is raw edges. And the way I did this is I took a piece of heat and bond, and it was, I left it on the paper, and then I laid out all my strippings on this heat and bond, and I have this it's a mat you can get, y'all. It's a mat you can buy it off of Amazon. It's like a silk mat, but it protects your iron from getting wax or glue or anything on it. I can use all of that. I lay these out to cover, make sure everything is covered. Then I lay that silk, everything distributed heat kind of even, and I lay it over this, and I take my iron and I lift it and go to the next place till I get it smoothed out into a complete block like this. Once you get it ironed down like that, then you go back and take your sewing machine and you just sew all across. On this one, I have a grid, like, I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's a grid kind of sewed in here. Like, it's on the angle, and it's, sort of like, I can't even call it. I'm trying to call it. You might can tell from the stitches on the back. On everything is white. You probably can't see it. It kind of got diamond-like shapes in it, like a diamond. I sewed it like starting at this corner and went this way, all the way down on the angle, going that way, and then I come back and I sewed it like how you do it? Maybe like on this angle and go across where it be like on a diamond shape. And that's how you do this. Even the little bitty small pieces. I even have blocks. I have blocks that I save. I don't put these in a quilt. I just keep these for references. I have a stack of them, and I'm keeping them all in here. I even have fabric cuts left over from when I did the gentleman bow tie quilt, showing y'all how I make the gentleman bow tie. This is from some pillows I have, and I also stored all of my patches in here. See, patches. I get these from Dollar Tree, y'all, and I pretty much, pick up whatever I can find that's available. They have a lot of them, and then I just go ahead and pick me out maybe 5 or 6 of them, maybe more. I don't know. Look at there. And when I go into thrift stores and I find something special like this one, and it was 50 cents, I grabbed that for 50 cents. And I'm sharing this with y'all because it can be done. If you're interested in any kind of way of want to save your scraps or want to save your crumbs to work with or save them, like later on, this can be a quilt. I get enough of these blocks done and cut out and put in here. It would definitely be a quilt. Okay. I'm pick it up again and put it back so y'all will be at eyesight level. Close your eyes. I'm moving it. Okay. Ooh. This is kind of heavy. All right. Okay, I think I'm back. Got it done. And y'all seen the ones I just put back in this box here, right? I made them this big and just put them in this box, but before I store them up, some of these going to be trimmed and cut down. So I'm going to trim them and cut them down for storage, or I can just continue to make it wider, the same width, wide enough, and get it long enough, at least 7 feet long, or maybe 3 yards long. I get it 3 yards long, I know I can put it on that pole as one strip, and I can keep adding strips as I go. Back to the sewing. Let's get some of this burgundy I found in here. Oh, y'all excuse me. This the shaggy edge I was talking about. I trimmed off earlier. That's on the salvage. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one off. Cut much as that off if I can get. It's just the fringes edge. So I get them fringes down. Okay, I saw Emily, Kim said, okay. Who is, okay. Hi, June. Welcome in, June Handsome. She said, hi, Miss Ellen. Hello, hello. Welcome in. I'm glad to have everybody here with me today. And I'm going to continue to make these scraps. Now, what I can do, I can just take this down, lay it in the box, and start here with some more. Like take this blue with the little red on. It ain't quite long enough. Let me see, can I find one long enough? I can add that like that, but why add it when I can match it up? Match it up with something. You know what? I'm going to do it like this. Get these edges, which my seam is going to surpass that. Ooh. Like I got stuck for a minute myself. Had to tell myself, get your foot off of it. Open it out. Whoa. Make this away a little bit. I don't want it too dark in here. When I'm working, I just use what I gotta use, put that back. And this one might go across this edge, but before I do, let's line this side up. And you have to keep in mind, just make your edge straight. I've been doing this a while, y'all, so I'm not saying it's perfect straight. No, which way I wanted to go with this? I think I was going this way. Using 1/4 inch seams. Locking in my stitch. Just take a couple backwards. Cut it off. And I love to finger press my seams, y'all. I got my pressers. I'm going to have to use those pressers. I have, I used to have 2 workstations down here in my basement. And since it was just me being here all the time sewing by myself, I just made it into one workstation for piecing and sewing, and I have my table over here with my Qnique on it. And I'm really working on this, trying to figure out issue with my with a quilt I'm working on. And it's not a really big issue. It's just I haven't decided to go ahead, get it done. Do this, gone. It's about I'm working on a quilt that I'm gonna have to use that shoe fly pattern on. Is it shoe fly or fly trap or something like that? And it's okay. I ain't in no great big old hurry. I get it. I get to it too. And as I'm sewing and doing this, y'all see I'm just constantly adding to it. Just constantly adding to it. Even though this a big piece of orange, it's really not that big. It just depends on what kind of mood I'm in. I might would trim it down, or I just continue to go with what I have. And add some green to it. I want it to line up, so take my time and get it lined up. Slide that edge under here using this presser foot as my guideline, y'all, for this 1/4 inch seam allowance. And the way I get to cut it, all this pink hanging off on the edge, is this where I just trim it off. Now I'm using scissors for this. You don't have to use scissors. If you like your rotary cutter, please use your rotary cutter. This is something for you to enjoy to do. Spending time, thinking on how you can preserve this to use it for a later date. Excuse me. Now I got a bigger piece. I'm gonna add in this piece. See how that edge is a little off on this side? I'm gonna trim it a little bit, get it straight. That's a little better. All right. Now I forgot what side's the right one. This one. Okay. Line it up. Now when I line my presser foot up, is that showing? I'm using some red thread, y'all. Yeah, it's showing. I have to check. All right. I locked in my stitches. And then again, turn it over. And I just make a straight cut on all the exposed red to get it off of there. Then I pull these stitches out, put them in my trash can, finger press this. That's a habit, y'all. I'm going to have to break it, though, because I do have the wooden pressing tools and an iron over here. And I have I finally found my little best friend. My little best friend. That orange juice is good. Okay, now to add some more. Now I was using this, and I got this kind of flopping. Straighten it out a little bit. Find me something else to go with it. Well, look at here. I got some more. I got a lot of this orange. Let me try some of this green, because I can resplit this green. And let me trim it up. I had a little helper down here helping me. And she's just now learning crumbing. So I just tell her, if she want to sew something, she can come play with these crumbs, and later I can see, can I use it on something. I mean, when you're crumbing, you can let your granddaughters help, your grandsons, anybody that wants something to do to not just sit around and have an idle mind. I try to make sure she have all her schoolwork done first. Get all your schoolwork done, because she informs me now, y'all, she gonna be enrolling in a class for nursing. And I am so happy for her. And I really kind of asked her some questions on it. You know how we drill our children? You think you're gonna stay with that? You're gonna complete it? I'm guilty. And then I tells her, okay. I sat up here and cut my thread, y'all. Yeah. She want to do nursing. Go ahead, baby. Go for it. I'm learning now. They making it even harder for students to get their is it masters? Yeah. To get their master's degrees. It's like it's okay for you to have an associate degree, but to get that master, you gonna have to come out your pocket and pay a little extra. And I'm at the point to where I'm saying, go and get what you can get. Get it now, and later, want your master's, you go back and get an associate degree in all the aspects of where you're trying to go. That way, if you have to have call it medicine and drawing blood and transferring a patient, if you have to have all that, study it. Get everything you're gonna need lined up. If you can't get that master's, get the associate. But then later on, you might have a stack of associate's degree to get you where you need to go. Oh my goodness. Woo. It's terrible, y'all, when you can't see. Well, at least I got it. Thank God for that, because I sure couldn't have did it by myself. New piece coming along. I guess I'm getting Butterfinger or something, y'all. Can't hold it. Letting it go. All right, I can add this piece in here. Locked in my piece. Stop, readjust. Turn it backwards to cut this overhang. Voila. All I have to do is press this seam open. I press them all like this until I go to the iron or get my iron up and ready to press these. Just press them with this and then get my iron hot, hit it with some steam. Everything just gonna pass out like, whew. Lay on out. Relax on the way. I'm gonna try a piece of this on this end. Okay. I have some more different crumbs in my box over here. I don't forget I had it sitting over here. I get to running my mouth and talking. Ooh, I don't want to break that. Wrong time of season be trying to buy a new phone. Okay. Let's see. Trim it off. Look at that. Getting longer and longer, right? Let me look over here. See, I be having scraps, oddly shaped stuff, but long as you got a straight edge or make it a straight edge, you can still use it. I want to make sure I'm putting the right side down. Oh, we got a lot of more snow today too, y'all. I could hear somebody out there sound like they got stuck or something. And when I looked out, I said, if it snows some more, we gonna have a snow in. We gonna have a blizzard. Okay. I'm sewing with red thread. And I'm using it up because I'm not going to quilt anything with it. But I'm a piece with this. And I'm locking my thread in on both ends. I'm going to put that piece there too. Open this out. I hold it better when I hold this like this. Because if anybody y'all new to the channel, I had surgery on my wrist right here for a tendon release. And at times it still swell up a little bit and bother me, but it don't hurt anymore. It don't hurt, and I thank God it don't hurt because for the longest I could not use this hand at all. I couldn't use it for nothing much. Well, I found a big piece of the polka dots. Let's throw it in here. I've been sewing for a long, long time, and I love helping people. I love helping and sharing some of the stuff I done did through the years. Lots of quilts I made just from drawing the patterns. I have some I drawn storage up over here. Save that over there. And I had planned to use them, but I wound up getting sick and was sick for the longest. So I'm working on getting my quilts quilted up at this point. Um, that's pretty. I didn't even get to iron this piece. Let me see, can I use it? Stretch it out. Okay. And when I'm doing scrappy quilts, I have salvages. I throw the whole bucket in. All right. Lay that back over here. Y'all wouldn't believe what just came to my mind. Y'all, it'd probably be a good laugh for y'all. But I'm sitting here thinking about when I was little, how the older people used to call you a crumb snatcher. And I said to myself, I'm sitting here sewing crumbs. I said, somebody call me a crumb snatcher now, I probably wouldn't even mind because I'm sewing crumbs. I know they have two different meanings, but it still was kind of funny to me. Crumb snatcher. Yeah, I'm a crumb snatcher. Not the one they think it is, but if it's fabric, they got the right one. Well, I like these two together. Can y'all see that color in it? I like them colors. And if y'all notice, when you're doing crumbs, none of it come out straight like you want it to. That look more like a fan design, right? Well, somewhat. Now, if I wanted this to come out straight, go back. Make sure I cut myself a straight line. Now I can add on to it. That ain't even big enough. It's not big enough. Give me some of this with the green. Okay. I could sit here all day long and do this, y'all. But at some point, if I don't get out of this chair, I might as well say good night because I'll be sleeping in this chair. Have to get up and stretch my legs a little bit. But I'm good for right now. I'm just saying, at some point, I'm going to have to get up. Cut that off. Cut that off. I went to church Sunday, and it got me thinking of some of the songs we sung at church, and they stuck in my head. Okay, let me see. Can I read any new messages? Emily. Is that Sabrina? Let me see. Sabrina's gardening. I can't read all of that, y'all. Hello and welcome in. Welcome in. But I'm going to make sure I take my time and look a little closer so I can welcome you properly. It says Sabrina Suburban Garden. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Sabrina, and welcome in. Welcome in. I'm so glad to have you here and chat with me today. I'm working on crumb blocks, and we call small little pieces crumbs, where you take some small, tiny pieces and make something fabulous out of it. Just keep going, adding little small bits and pieces, and keep going and till I get it big enough to I can store some on some wooden spools like these. Save them for a later project. Just get them taken care of so they won't be in a bag just sitting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Get them done something too. And I'm enjoying the process. So I'm going to add some more orange. My hat trying to leave my head. It's too cold up here right now. I know I'm inside the house. But when you get my age, you're going to want your hat. In the house, out the house. You go outside this kind of weather, you're going to be like, why didn't I put 2 or 3 of them hats on? Oh, yeah. I had some loose thread ends in this piece. I use these little trims for a lot. I take the tip and pick thread out and all right. Y'all, please remember to give me the thumbs up. Like this video for me. So if anybody else looking for something like this, they can find it. I've been showing how you can take these pieces and keep sewing till you can make some large panels and put them on a nice big dowel stand like this. And I made this stand myself. And I forgot how long I said it was, but it's kind of long here. And when you wrap your panels here, you can start at the bottom and wrap, wrap, wrap. Even if it's 2-inch strips, just wrap them. Once you get it all wrapped, it ain't just fold up in a bag somewhere. You done press them, you done iron them. You just put a little piece of tape on them and wrap it, keep wrapping around. Once this stand get full and maybe have some out to here on it, you can go ahead and get you some of that heat wrap. Wrap some of that shrink heat wrap around it to protect your fabric and your work. And I have a heat gun, so I just take my heat gun and just go around it, make it tighten up on it some to keep my stuff clean, dust free. Even these little spools, I'm going to cover them with shrink wrap plastic. That way I ain't got to worry about, is my stuff finna get dirty or dust on it or no. My allergy acts up too bad to let that happen. Excuse me, y'all. What you say? I got a not a netting or something up there. I have to look. My granddaughter Nevaeh is in here trying to whistle to me, y'all. And she know, old as I am, I can't see, I can't hear. You gotta talk to me. Sorry about that, but thank y'all.
I don't know if I'm leaving as soon as she gets back. So just when you go upstairs, just throw it in my room or just leave it in front of the door.
I got to go with her at 3:30.
Okay, so just let me know when you come up.
Okay.
Y'all get ready. We're doing a study thing.
Next time you speak to my folks, you're going to come down here and talk.
Okay.
Now she going to holler, hey. Don't be acting disrespectful around me. I'm going to get on her. Even that made me thought of a situation. I went to the mall with my granddaughter, and children be out there playing and stuff. I know they be playing because teenagers love to go to the mall. And as we was coming out of a store from shopping, we heard these youngsters running through saying some of the toughest, meanest words, and I turn around and look. I know I'm in the city, y'all. That's why I look. You can't say anything and everything to everybody just because you in the city. I'm from the country, but I look, and when I look, it was a little young man go to our church. I looked at him and like, boy, what you in here cussing like that for? You ought to saw him burn rubber. He burnt some rubber. I just hope he don't do that all the time, go somewhere being at the mall. I don't know was he with family or what, but I still, said something to him. That'll let him know you don't know who watching you. You don't never know who gonna pop out what store. And let him know, go ahead, keep on thinking you got it made in the shade. Cool and chill like some lemonade in the sunshine. Better buckle up, buttercups, because you're going to be in for a bumpy ride. Soon as that surprise pop out on you. All right. I done lost my stick. Oh, I found it. When I press these things like this, it helped me, to move a little faster. Because when you got to stop and pick up that iron or go to your ironing board, take a little extra time. I need to widen my width on this and let me see. See that little small piece of scrap? I'm going to cut this off because this edge all wrinkle up on me. This is some scrap pieces from some 108 fabric for quilt backing. And it is pretty. Do I want it that way? Oh, I'm just going to add this to here. Right sides together. When you crumbing, there is not a design to this. You just putting pieces together. Put them together. Come back and use them in a design. Even if you're doing star blocks, you can take some of these crumbs and stuff and cut them to the square size you need for your star blocks. Even though it's crumbs, use them as if they was fabric panels, or you can use it as if it was printed fabric itself. Still the same like a panel, but they was pieced together from crumbs. And make your points. All right. Now I'm back to my big piece. So you piece them together in little segment and add them together. Just keep adding on. Lock in my stitch. Let me find this edge here. All right. Now see, I have this much in hangover. I'm going to go ahead and lay it out. Lay it flat and flat. Take my scissors and trim. Oh, man. Y'all excuse me a minute. Hold on. Let me mute y'all just for 1 minute here, please. Sorry. Excuse me. Okay, I think I'm unmuted now. Can y'all hear me? Somebody let me know. Ooh, that did something to me. Uh, yes. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I done forgot what I was doing, y'all. Here I am. Okay. Open it up and then make it a little bit longer. Which one of these is the right here? That was my daughter. Call to give me a little disturbing news. Ooh, I don't know what to do with myself no more, y'all. I'm see what these any of this over here fit. Okay, not bad. Can y'all see the little jagged edge on this side? That's what I have to warn y'all about. And I'm going to straighten it by folding it like this. And you can see the extra hanging down. Since I'm cutting with my hand scissors, I can take my scissors and hold it. Woohoo! Got me a nice straight edge. So I can open it out now and attach it to this section. Oh, okay here. Got it. I have overhang hanging off. I'm going to lay it down and I'm going to trim this overhang off. And when you piecing crumbs, go ahead and just keep stitching in a smaller stitch length, which will allow you to cut it as needed. And it's not going to ravel loose. And y'all can see firsthand it's not raveling. And I'm scraping it up here with this wood presser. And it's still intact. See? Let me see. I'm going to attach this piece. This kind of how I do it. I do it in little segments and I save them, lay them to the side, and keep building up to get you a nice row. Get you a nice row laid out. I'm going to have to sew this one from this side to make sure I get a straighter connection here. Okay. Now what I did on this piece here, I used the white, red, white, and green here to judge this by to get a straighter edge, and then I could trim the excess down to make sure my seam lines is the same all the way through. And roll it around, cut off my excess. All right. Before I fold it out, check this side. I have a small scripting, little, as you said, minute. Okay. I got little strings laying everywhere. Now, open it out. And would press this seam to lay flat. If I can get out of that hole I was in, just wood press it. And when I iron it, as this piece get longer and longer, just keep adding to it. Keep working on this. I have a little small piece here. I will build it out and continue to move forward. But I ain't gonna really keep y'all too much longer. I appreciate y'all taking time out to come be with me, join me, and let me show y'all how this was done. You can use these as a scrappy border. Some of them look like piano keys, and some like red, black, red. Just different scrappy borders. They could be just a plain scrappy border. And it can be done using the scraps. Especially if you a quilter that long arms or sew something for somebody else. I don't long arm or sew or quilt for anyone else, but when I make quilts, if I have something on hand that somebody like and they're interested in it, yes, I will sell it. They can purchase it. But if I'm working on something and it's a gift for somebody else, then I will continue to let that be a gift. These just many different ways how you can use up your scraps. Look at that. That's pretty with that pink. I forgot what this was for. A green and pink. Um, yeah. But I'm gonna keep stacking my stash. Keep adding as I can. Um, I'm gonna put this up for now because I have scraps here and scraps in this little box here. And I'm not gonna leave that sitting out like that just in case somebody pops up, want to do something special or something, and my stuff not just sitting out. Um, I've been trying to move stuff around and do a little tidy up. That's a nice piece there. I'm gonna make sure I hold on to that one. And I'm gonna have to do a little sweeping as well. But right now, I want to thank you all for coming and joining me on today's live on how to save your crumbs and scrap fabrics and how you can store them up once done. And I appreciate each and every one of y'all being here with me today because I cannot do this by myself. I always had a dream to teach somebody what I have learned through life. starting with what my mama taught me. And I didn't want to just die, leave this world, and take all this knowledge or information with me. I wanted to give it out freely to somebody that's really interested and need it and can use it. Um, I like helping people. I like helping people. I like sharing with people. Um, a lot of my quilting I do myself. And yes, I do get some things long armed where I have a quilter that's here in town that has her own shop, and I goes to her shop. I purchase my 108 fabric from her. I sometimes purchase batting, but I mostly now I try to get my batting on a roll from Amazon, or I see Linda's Electric Quilter. She have some, and I'm just connecting with new and different people. I'm wherever I can find my fabric at, wholesale or cheap, I'm diving in to get it. Um, I put in the description of this video, I do love scraps. And if anybody got any scraps they want to get rid of, my mailbox is always open, okay? I do have, well, I have some young teenagers that was learning how to sew. My granddaughter is one, and I have a young man in the community here that loves to sew, and I have a local park here that I can walk to if I want to, or I can just drive to and take up one of their gazebos where I can pop up a table and stand as long as I have my insurance coverage. So if anybody get hurt, I have to have my insurance coverage on that for protection. Um, Hi, Miss Betty Harris. She said, "Hi, Miss Ellen. Good to see you. I got on my shirt today, the Anderson and Harris family. We're all family. And I appreciate you coming in. I'm gonna ask y'all please to share this video, share it with your friends, share it on your page, Facebook page, Instagram page, whatever page you have. Please share it. Get it out there for me. I'm like 20, maybe 23, 24, 25 people from having 1,000 subscribers. And I would love to reach 1,000 the early part of this year. I mean, it would bring me much joy. It would let me see that my efforts and my work really means something. It means this channel been up and running now going on 11 years. 11 years, and I still have not reached that 1,000 subscribers. But I got a feeling that this year could be the year, y'all. It could be the year for me. And to me, it's a milestone. It's a milestone, and it marks an accomplishment, something that I would have achieved by not giving up, by not closing this down, because I know there is a lot of channels that got a lot going on their channels, and I love a lot of them. I'm gonna tell you, I love them. I watch them, and when I first started off learning, I had to learn it in the process. And the first thing you need to do is practice your 1/4 inch seam allowance. That 1/4 inch seam allowance is the most important thing to me, y'all. Because if you get a pattern and you're going to make this pattern, it ain't going to even look right if the seams are off. If you can keep all those seams at 1/4 an inch, and I'm not the quilt police, y'all. This just knowledge of me taking in over the years that I learned that it's very important to get that seam allowance right, or your pattern not right. You can work at it, you can try it. If you got the ability to to cut your pieces out right. Say this flying geese block that I had made some maybe a couple years ago. This is just a leftover scrap piece now because it's some of it in another piece and I had to trim it off. Now this is all left. But making these pieces, you have to cut it just right. And as a quilter, we have a ruler called an add a quarter ruler. That means if you're going to draw a picture, you can use that add a quarter ruler to add your seam allowance to the picture. Just take your time and figure out that edging and add that seam allowance to that picture. And I'm telling y'all because I draws a lot myself. And if you can't get it on the add a quarter ruler, you can take your measurement tape and figure out how much is that quarter inch and measure it. Take your time and just measure it all the way around, all the way around. And I done been there. I'm telling you because I done been there because I draws a lot of my patterns. The dancing lady African quilt I have, I drew that pattern out. I had to enlarge it so it wouldn't be the same as the picture that I had in my hand. By me refiguring it out, how to enlarge it and blow it up to make it a mega size, that changed it up. And everything that's quilted inside was quilted by Tucker Nance. I had it quilted by Tucker Nance, and he did a marvelous job. I told him what I wanted on the quilt, and he brought it to life. I'm telling y'all, he brought it to life. I used to have it hanging in the background behind me, but I now have it put away because I don't want it to get dirty and messed up. And all my special quilts, I'm just going to take good care of them until I have to pass them on to the next family member. Look, these ain't to be sold. They to be kept. You keep warm with them or you hang them up for decoration, clean them and put them back up. Special holidays, special seasons, special times like that. I know I'm sound like I'm rambling. I'm gonna let y'all go. I do appreciate y'all being here. And it's a lot I could talk about, but it have to come in phrases and stages. I would have to break it down, even about sewing machines. And I even have a camper now. I might wind up have to live in that camper, y'all. But even if I have to live in it, I want to still share that experience. This channel will go on and continue if the good Lord let me continue to live and keep helping peoples and sharing my knowledge. It's just a blessing to be here, y'all, because I had caught the C word times and I was really sick and it caused some damage to my body, and I was sick for the longest. Looked like I feel better for one spell, and then I'm right back sick. And then I just had to get that thing to the Lord, ask him, look, you got to help me. I can't stay like this. Whatever going on with me, I have to break them chains, break them curses. I fell on my knees, y'all. Got down on my knees. I ain't ashamed to tell y'all. I love the Lord, and I pray y'all love him too. And I hope to see you back here next Tuesday at 1 o'clock. Thank y'all for coming. Bye now. Bye, y'all. Have a good evening. Bye.